My name is Isil Khan, and in this video we'll just learn brickwork analysis. And in this analysis we'll do calculation per number of bricks, we'll do of course calculation per volume of mortar, and then from the volume of mortar we'll calculate cement and sand of course. Let's just suppose if we have a brick wall like this one. The length of the brick wall is 3 feet, its height is 15 feet, and let's suppose the thickness of the wall is just 9 inches, right? And let's suppose we are asked to determine number of bricks, cement and sand from the given brick wall if the brick size is this one. This is of course in inches, right? 9 times 4.5 times 3 inches. And let's suppose the mortar is just 25% of the wall, right? If the data is just enough to determine the number of bricks, cement and sand, of course, so I'll come directly into solution, right? In the solution, my first approach will be just to calculate the total brickwork. And this will be just, of course, the volume of the wall, right? And the volume is always the length times breadth times height, or you can say length, height, and thickness multiplication, right? So let's do plug and check in. Like the total brickwork equals, the length is known, that's of course 3 feet. So 3 times height, that's 15 feet, and times thickness, that's of course 9 inches, or you can say 0.75 feet, right? So we can get of course the total brickwork is 337.5 CFT. But this is just the total brickwork. We have to deduct the volume of mortar, right? So let's do deduction for the volume of mortar, and let's calculate the volume of mortar, right? Remember, the volume of mortar can be just look at the example terms. That's 25%, right? So the volume of mortar equals 25%, and of course just to remove the percent sign we divide this by 100, right? Now if it's 25% in 100, then how much it would be in total brickwork, which is 337.5 CFT, right? So do multiplication with this guy, right? We'll get of course the volume of mortar equals 84.375 CFT, and that's it. Now if we subtract the volume of mortar from the total brickwork, we can get of course the net brickwork, right? Which is just like this one. The total brickwork, that's known, just this one, minus the volume of mortar, we did this guy a few seconds ago, this one, right? So we can get of course the net brickwork equals 253.125 CFT. And once we have the net brickwork, then of course we can calculate number of bricks, which is this one, the net brickwork divided by volume of one brick. That's it. And that's of course just the same thing that we have done already for the block work analysis, right? And that was just of course the number of block equals the net block work divided by volume of one block. If you have not watched that video yet, the link is down below in the description, right? Alright, so the number of brick equals the net brickwork, that's already known, right? Divided by the volume of one brick. The size of brick is known, so its volume must be 9 times 4.5 times 3 inches, right? But this is in inches, we have to convert these guys into feet, right? Like 9 inches is just 0.75 feet, 4.5 inches is just 0.375 feet, and 3 inches is just 0.25 feet. We can get of course the number of bricks equals 3600 numbers. So this is how we determine the number of bricks, right? But remember, there must be some kind of wastage. Like let's just assume we have 10% brick wastage, right? This may be 8, 9%, 6%, no problem, right? And what's the example of this? Remember, bricks can be just broken, right? So that's also wastage. And some bricks can be waste to fix or to do the job well, right? And of course local people can also steal the bricks. That's just maybe possible only in these countries, right? Asian countries. But no problem, the wastage must be just added to the total number of bricks, right? And let's suppose if it's 10% in 100, then how much it should be in total number of bricks, which is 3600 numbers, right? That's of course 360 numbers. So now the total brick number must be just the summation of these two guys, right? That's of course 3960 bricks. So the total bricks are just 3960 bricks, right? Now the next step is to calculate cement and sand. And remember, a few minutes ago we have already calculated the volume of mortar, right? That was just 84.375 CFT, right? So from this volume we can get, of course, the cement and sand so easily. If you know about the ratio and summation of ratio, just look into the ratio, that's 1:3. So its summation must be 4, right? When we have the summation of ratio in the volume of mortar, then of course we can calculate the cement, right? It must be the ratio of cement, which is 1 times the volume of mortar, that's known, but the volume of mortar is in form of wet, right? We have to convert this guy into dry volume, and to convert this we'll have to do multiplication with 1.27, right? And that's of course just 27%, and this must be just a little different from 27, no problem, right? This may be 25, 26, 24, no problem. I have seen in different books 25, right? But we're here in Pakistan, a lot of books have this video, just 27%, right? So I'll include this guy, right? No problem. And why we do this multiplication? Remember, the wet volume is always less than the dry volume, right? And remember, the dimensions are already in a wet form. So that's why we have to convert these guys into dry, right? And that's why we do multiplication with this, right? So this is 1 times the volume of mortar times 1.27, right? And divided by sum of ratio. Sum of ratio is just 4, right? We'll get the cement equals 26.789 CFT. And to convert this CFT value into bags, we have to divide this by the volume of 1 bag. That's over here in Pakistan 1.25 CFT, right? I mean, the volume of 1 cement bag is 1.25 CFT over here in Pakistan. You can use your country's bag volume, no problem, right? We'll get, of course, 21.43 bags just for the same wall, right? And now let's go ahead to calculate the sand. And remember, the sand ratio is 3. This means the sand should be 3 times of cement, right? And the cement is known, right? That's 26.789. So do multiplication with 3 because 3 is just the sand's ratio, right? We'll get, of course, the sand equals 80.367 CFT. So per the given wall, we have number of bricks equals 3960 numbers. The cement is 21.5 bags and the sand is 80.367 CFT, right? So that's it. This is how we analyze the brickwork, right? Hey, at the end, if you like the video, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe.